ile saygıyla selamlıyorum. Pakistan İslam Cumhuriyeti Başbakanı, değerli kardeşim,
my distinguished brother Imran Khan, his esteemed delegation is visiting our capital city of Ankara, and it gives me great pleasure and a privilege to be able to host them here. First, I would like to state that during our bilateral talks, we've had the opportunity to
geçmişten bugüne ve yarına neler yapabiliriz? Bunların değerlendirmesini yaptık. Tabii daha sonra heyetler arası görüşmelere geçtik. Heyetler arası görüşmelerde de yine aramızda siyasi, askeri, ekonomik, ticari, kültürel, özellikle de FETÖ denilen terör örgütüne yönelik Pakistan'ın Yüksek Mahkemesi'nin aldığı karara karşı memnuniyetimizi kendilerine ifade ettik. Çünkü
of Pakistan, whereby FETÖ is now officially recognized as a terrorist organization in Pakistan. And the schools belonging to the terrorist organization were duly transferred to the Marif Foundation of Turkey, which are very tremendous developments, making us very happy, and I hope and pray that similar actions will continue in the future. After assuming power, Prime Minister Imran Khan paid his first visit to Turkey, and I would like to take this opportunity to once again congratulate him for his outstanding success during the elections. Imran Khan happens to be an athlete. He is a very significant figure in cricket, and he is an athlete that embraced many triumphs on behalf of his country during many decades. And he is the captain of his new team now, and he is still known by the name as captain. And I used to be the captain of the football team that I used to play when I was young, and I used to go by the name captain way back.
And of course later there was interdelegation meetings, military, economic, cultural, political, and especially the terror organization called FETÖ. Pakistan's Supreme Court's decision, we expressed our happiness because FETÖ is a terror organization, and the Supreme Court's decision to announce this and transfer the schools to the Marif Foundation are steps that made us very happy. And in the period afterwards, we expect this cooperation to continue. After Prime Minister Imran Khan started his duty, this is his first visit to our country, and we congratulate him for his success in elections. Of course, Imran Khan also is a sportsman. He carried his country's flag from victory to victory in cricket, and I believe that he will have the same success in politics. And being the captain of his team, he has the title of captain. And of course, I was the captain of my team in soccer. And at the same time, he is appreciative of Mevlana. During his visit to Konya, visiting the Mevlana, we followed him through the media during his visit. Before he came to Ankara, he visited the Prophet Mevlana's
Türkiye ve Pakistan
grave,
dostluk bağlarının kökleri malum tarihe uzanan
the roots of the Turkish-Pakistan relationship go back to a very long time.
davalara verilen
This brotherhood
pek çok zorluğun üstesinden gelmiştir.
is very supportive
Dün olduğu gibi
of each country's, both countries' problems. Turkey, as it was yesterday, will and today, and will continue to be with Pakistan in the future.
Dayanışma içerisindedir.
There's a very strong support for Pakistan. The 3 schools in Pakistan and their transfer to our foundation is a very good sign of this. It's a great example. I give my thanks to Imran Khan, and on behalf of my people, I thank him. In the meetings between me and the Prime Minister, we talked about all dimensions of the relationship. The Turkish-Pakistan High Council Strategic Partnership, we expressed our wishes to hold the meeting in Islamabad, and our foreign ministry is continuing with the necessary proceedings, and hopefully we will have a date for it soon and it will be realized. Also, another important step we are taking, what we started before, the trilateral Istanbul summit, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Turkey summit. We hope for these summits to continue where they left off. I talked about this in the meeting with Ashraf Ghani, and he expressed a positive view, and I also expressed this with my brother, and he also expressed a positive view, and hopefully at the closest date, hopefully after the March 31st elections, we will realize this in Istanbul. Because Afghanistan, Pakistan, Turkey, this trilateral summit will help solve many of the problems facing these countries. For the bilateral commercial ties between both countries, we hope to increase this trade.
Regional and international organizations, and we have always been enjoying a very strong solidarity. I would like to underline once again that our cooperation and solidarity will be pursued at further extent in the future. We have also discussed our joint steps in the field of defense industry. We have also discussed issues about the training aircrafts we had acquired from Pakistan. Similarly, we also discussed our sales to Pakistan of the Milgem vessels. We also discussed our efforts regarding attack helicopters, and we wanted to explore new ways to further collaborate. I would like to welcome my brother and his delegation once again and wish him the best of luck in his new tenure. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to first reiterate again, because people of Turkey would be watching this. I want to say that my grandfather's generation was what they did when Turkey was fighting its war of independence. The support, the funds raised then in India to support the Turkish gallant fighting for its freedom. It was passed down from generations, from my grandfather to my father to us, and I still know the pride they felt that Turkey was able to fight for its independence in the 20s. So the affiliation, the love, the connection between Turkey and Pakistan has always been there. And I want to stress that we want to take this relationship to a much higher level, a level that so far has not been reached. That's why I brought my economic team here. my finance minister, commerce, overseas, foreign minister, and planning minister. The reason why
yatırımcıları ve Pakistan'a halihazırda yatırım yapmış olan insanlar.
All the different investors, already people who've invested in Pakistan, prospective investors, potential investors, and we wanted to strengthen our bond with Turkey. Trade ties, not only just trade ties, but also in foreign relation, in our various attitude to terrorism. The notes we exchanged about the mutual problems we face of security threats to our countries. So we wanted to enhance ties in every sphere. So I'm very happy, my long meeting with the President, that I go back knowing that Pakistan and Turkey will from now onwards move much closer. The areas where we discussed, as Mr. President, you mentioned, the most important area for us is your experience in housing. We have a very ambitious plan to lift our economy by building 5 million houses in the next 5 years. And we already know that you have construction companies here who have great experience in this. We know that in the last 6-7 years, you have built over 2 million houses in Turkey. So we inshallah will learn from your experience because this is the first time in Pakistan such an ambitious plan has been undertaken. Apart from that, your health, the health reforms you've taken, I've been astounded by the coverage, by the insurance coverage of your underprivileged population who all have access to quality health care, which is probably one of the most important aspects of a civilized society. So we have pledged in Pakistan that we want to create Pakistan on the model of the Medina Riyasat, the first Riyasat built by a Prophet, peace be upon him, which was a state built on compassion, on justice. It was a state which probably was the first welfare state in the history of mankind. So this is the basis we want to build, what we say, the Nya Pakistan, the new Pakistan. And I was very interested to know that you're already on that way. You have already had health care covering most of your population, and especially in the last 15 years. And also you have legal aid here for people who can't have access to justice. Same thing which we are going to strive and do in Pakistan. And then your education reforms, they were very interesting because we have 3 parallel systems of education in Pakistan. And what we want is to have one a core syllabus which unites our nation. So I had very interesting talks with you about, inshallah, how we're going to improve our education system. But above all, we want to have enhance a relationship, closer relationship with Turkey. And the issue about Afghanistan, people of Afghanistan have been suffering for almost over 3 decades. It's time that the international community, anyone who can help in bringing peace there, Pakistan has already been helping a dialogue between the Taliban and the Americans, but it needs a much stronger effort from all the stakeholders, neighbors, and I look forward to the summit meeting, inshallah, later in Istanbul, where we hope that Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Turkey will be able to help in this peace process. As I said, a much badly needed peace. We have in Pakistan, what we talked about, our problems with our neighbor India. We are trying to have a dialogue, trying to move towards a friendly relationship with India. We've had a standoff with India, where India refuses to talk to Pakistan under the pretext that until Pakistan stops terrorism, India will not talk to us. It's a bizarre situation where we feel that how can you move forward if there's no dialogue? But the basic problem with Pakistan and India is about Kashmir. And the problem with Kashmir is that there is now an indigenous movement which is sick of the 3 decades of trying to stop the popular, the democratic, human right aspirations of the people of Kashmir. And the more force is used, the more it alienates the population of Kashmir. And unfortunately, this is blamed on Pakistan by India. And the human rights abuse going on in Kashmir are just alienating the people. So we discussed that. Pakistan obviously would want stability because we want economic progress. It doesn't come without stability. And stability will only take place when Pakistan and India sit down and resolve the differences. We talked about Syria. Again, people of Syria have suffered a lot. We are praying that peace comes in Syria and the suffering of the people of Syria stops. And we are wishing Turkey all the best in its endeavors which are taking place for having a peaceful solution there. And of course, trying to defeat ISIS. I can assure you that Pakistan stands with Turkey in defeating ISIS. ISIS has emerged in various parts of Afghanistan. Pakistan's border areas, the tribal areas are threatened by ISIS. But fortunately, we're very lucky that Pakistan Army and its intelligence agencies have done a magnificent job of defeating terrorism. Terrorism has been vastly reduced in Pakistan, and we hope that with the help of neighbors, Iran, Afghanistan, we can, and with the help of Turkey, we hope we can eliminate terrorism. And I again thank you, Mr. President. This visit has been most enjoyable for us, your hospitality and the talks which we have. And I look forward to when you are going to come to Pakistan.
Evet, ben de değerli kardeşime çok teşekkür ediyorum.
I would like to thank my brother.
Gerçekten bugünkü
Today, whether it be the bilateral or interdelegation meetings, were very positive. And after today, the meetings between our ministers and the period after this, the meetings that will be held, God willing, hopefully 2019 will be a year where Pakistan and Turkey will take important steps. I believe in this, whether it be high-level strategic council meetings or the Afghanistan, Pakistan, Turkey trilateral Istanbul summit, and the steps that we're going to take within this framework are very important to me. And the meeting today, we're not going to be able to take questions since there were members of the Pakistan media. I thank every one of you. Have a great day.
अंकरा में वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इमरान खान की तुर्क सदर रजब तैयब एर्दोगान के हमरा प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस जो कि आप मुलाहिजा कर रहे थे, जिसमें आपको बताएं कि इमरान खान ने ये कहा है कि तालीम के शोबे में तुर्की ने बहुत काम किया है और हम तुर्की के तजुर्बात से इस्तिफादा हासिल करना चाहते हैं। खित्ते में अमन के लिए कश्मीर का मसले का हल होना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है और हमने इंडिया के साथ दोस्ताना ताल्लुकात चाहते हैं, लेकिन इंडिया हमेशा से ही कश्मीर के मसले को नज़रअंदाज करता आया है और जब तक मसला कश्मीर हल नहीं होगा खित्ते में अमन कायम नहीं होगा। ज़ीद उनका ये कहना था कि सीरिया में जो इंसानी हुकूक की खिलाफ वर्जी की जा रही है उसमें हम तुर्की के साथ खड़े हैं और पाकिस्तानी फौज ने, इंटेलिजेंस ने पाकिस्तान के अंदर से दहशतगर्दी को ख़त्म करने में अहम किरदार अदा किया है, ऐसा कहना था वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इमरान खान का।